Hi, I'm Nicole Brucculeri. I'm a registered psychotherapist, a Canadian certified counselor, and an EMDR therapist. So I grew up with parents who were going through their own difficulties because of World War II, passed down from generation to generation to generation. And essentially, when I was around 12, I had this experience and I kind of just thought no one deserves to go through some of the experience I've seen my parents go through and experiences I myself have had, and thought no one deserves this. I want to be someone who can help guide people through so that they don't have to be stuck in this. Typically, a lot of my clientele is childhood trauma, PTSD, and I also work with dissociative disorders. So individuals who engage in behaviors that just sometimes don't feel like them, or they have emotions that don't feel like them, or there's this sense of I need to detach, I need to numb, I need to not experience this because this is too much. So when we detach, we can detach from a lot of different things. So we can detach from the emotion, the physical sensation, the memory, an image of something, even a realization of something. And we detach from it because at that moment in time, we need to detach to survive. If we don't detach, then we're stuck in this place of devastation and despair and this sense of inescapable. And it's too much for any child to take. So it's almost like we take those parts of us and we put it in a closet and we shut the door and we pretend that doesn't exist. It's learning to fill that void yourself, that void that we often seek out from other people. We try to fill the void with other people and have other people give us those things. But what often happens is when we try to seek it out externally, it never actually fills. So then it only fills for maybe a short period of time and then we're out seeking it again. So a lot of times sessions is building that self-compassion and understanding more about ourselves and building awareness about ourselves, building that compassion and self-love, but it's also giving ourselves those things we needed back then. We learn how to give ourselves those things so that we can navigate and build more secure relationships. That attraction that we sometimes have because of our attachment wounding, we start to attract to people who are more secure. And what that essentially means is a lot of times when we grow up, if we take on an insecure attachment, so if we're anxious, if we're avoidant, if we're disorganized, what can happen a lot of times is we gravitate towards that. So as we start to build these skills, as we start to learn these things, we start to see a shift. And that shift can sometimes be terrifying at the beginning, understandably, because your system's trying to learn what is the new safe. But eventually you gravitate towards the people who are more secure.